Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to talk about how we can combine the security information registration within Microsoft Entra ID with registration of multi-factor authentication as well. So in short, it is going to be combination of MFA as well as self-service password reset for users to go ahead and register the password as well, right? So now there would be questions why we wanted to do this when we have SSPR also enabled across the organization, right? So now there are situations where users are simply registering it or users are registering to MFA, but they are not registering to the SSPR and they end up raising a ticket in order to change their passwords, or if they are stuck somewhere, right, they need to reach out to support or IT help desk and then get the support, right? And that is why these are something where we are enforcing this during the process of first sign on, or when user starts accessing any of the office applications, and then they're going through the multi-factor authentication registration as well as SSPR, right? So this is one of the method where user is going to register for MFA as well as for self-service password reset. And that is what I'm going to show you in this video, how we can enforce this in the combination of both together by creating conditional access policy. And it is going to be helpful and saving a lot of time for IT folks as well as for IT help desk folks, and the end user's experience is also going to be uh, perfect because each and everything is settled at one place. Then user does not have to struggle and ask for help again for the same issues, right? And definitely they can ask for help any need or anything that they need and looking for. And but if they have set up appropriate configurations like SSPR and MFA, then definitely we are going to protect the user identity as well as we are going to make sure user has the ability to change their own passwords, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to simply show you how we can create this policy and how this policy is going to be helpful, right? So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and share my screen quickly here. And this policy is pretty straightforward, right? So uh, here we need to simply create conditional access policy and make sure it is also enabled, right? So let's go ahead and let me share the screen. All right, so let me go ahead and then just a minute. All right. So there are certain changes that we need to do, which includes, I will simply show you here. All right. So let's go ahead and let me find that out here. Okay, so let's do it quickly. All right. So I think let me go ahead and share the whole screen, right? So here I'm on the Entra portal, right? And let's go back. On the Entra portal, we have to start from the conditional access policy by creating it, and that policy is going to be enforced, right? So but before that, also we can go ahead and check the conditional access policies or the authentication methods, right? So let's say under the settings, we have the default information, right? So we can either enable, disable, or keep it on Microsoft managed. But the main purpose or main thing here is to look into the registration campaign, how we have set it up, right? So even this is also something which we can manage and change, right? And we can either allow to all users or specific group, right? But when it comes to create a policy and we are enforcing it using conditional access policy then and there, right? So by creating conditional access policy, we need to go to conditional access, and then from there we have to go to conditional access policy section, and from there we would be simply going ahead and create a policy. Let's say I wanted to create a policy now. I'll simply click on new policies here and give it a name. Let's say I wanted to give it a name, right? Conditional access policy for combined registration, right? And from here, we can simply go ahead and select all users or specific users or group, right? The main thing here is that we are going to select the appropriate workload or user actions. And here's the option for us, which is register security information, right? So this is what we are enforcing users to go through, right? So this is the setting which we are going to enforce during the MFA registration as well. So let's say if user is going to register for MFA, that means user has to register for SSPR as well from here. And for this, SSPR is also going to be helpful because SSPR needs to be enabled as well, right? So if we don't do this setting or don't configure this and we set simply this one, right? So maybe our policy is not created in that context, right? So in that case, user would go through the MFA registration, but user would not go through the SSPR registration. But this policy is going to be kind of combined for MFA plus registration, SSPR registration. So I'll give it a name, something like conditional access policy for MFA and SSPR combined. So I'll give it simply that way. All right. So we know what this policy is going to do, and then what this has to offer, right? So let's say save it or configure this way, and then we can go ahead and put the conditions. So we have a bunch of conditions, including user risk, sign-in risk, insider risk, device platforms, locations, client applications, and filter for devices, authentication flows, right? So all of that can be set up and configured as per our needs, definitely. But for now, I'm going to simply select locations and a yes to all network locations, or else we can select all the trusted networks and locations as well, just to be sure that the networks are safe and secure. And even we can put uh, user risk as well, so that we are making sure uh, user accounts are blocked if in case someone tries to access or make any changes from the unknown or unwanted locations. So those are the other things that we can configure, and this should be good, right? So this is kind of a bare minimum, but definitely if we have to create a policy which is going to be more stronger and restricted, then definitely we should look into each of these conditions and put those conditions together and then deploy it. And also we can put on the application level, we would simply disable, or we don't want legacy authentication to be used at all. So we'll keep it for modern authentication only. And under the grant section, this is something where we wanted to enforce MFA at the same time. Plus, we can enforce other capabilities as well if in case we wanted to be required device to be marked as a compliant, required device, required Entra hybrid joint device, or required approved client apps, or required password change as well. So these are something we can enforce. At the same time, we can also enforce the terms of use if we have already created, and then we can enforce this policy as well, right? So this is going to be used for that authentication, as well as user has to go through and accept it. And once we are done here, just select it and save it. And at the last, we can also configure a session, whether we wanted to deploy a session level policy as well, right? Let's say we wanted to use sign-in frequency, maybe, or persistent browser session, right? Or customize continuous access evaluation, disable resilience default. So these options can also be tied together with this policy and can make this policy be stronger than we don't or we need, right? And you can go ahead and simply enable it, and but be sure to apply this policy to any specific group during test phase. And once you see the user experience, once you evaluate the policies appropriate and configured correctly, then you can go ahead and make it broader across the organization. Otherwise, if the policy is going to impact the users and everything, if we without changing it, then definitely it's going to be kind of a big mess, right? So definitely it needs to be tested appropriately and see the expected results, and then you can go ahead and deploy it across. So now policy is ready. I'll simply keep it on report only, and I am going to create it, right? So to test that, definitely we have to look into the what if tool here, and then we can simply search or check which user this policy is going to apply and how this policy is going to impact and change, right? So this way we can test and see the user experience, right? And it is going to give us the details about whether this policy is going to impact users or what, right? And we can test it definitely. So yeah, that is what I wanted to show you, and this is something can be definitely be deployed and seen the experience as well for the organization. So let me know what is your experience. Have you used this before, deployed it, and what are your issues or challenges you faced? Maybe if there were something which you didn't realize before, but later it was something you had to go through, make changes in the policy, do the changes or configurations across Entra for this as a preparation of part, right? And deploy it again. So yeah, that's it for this video. Also, don't forget to watch other videos around Microsoft 365, Entra ID, SharePoint Teams, Azure, and FinOps. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and watch other videos as well. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.